Alexa this is.
Well, maybe.
Alright, so we're going to ask you some questions about your project you did.
Mhm.
So what was your project about?
Well, it was on how a decentralized robotic system could be programmed with a very simple behavior to yield more complex behaviors.
Cool. So what was your hypothesis?
Well, my hypothesis was if you program a simple behavior into a decentralized system, then you could get the more complex behaviors that arise from the system.
Sounds good. What was your independent variable?
Well, my project can really be broken down into two separate experiments, really. First, I had to quantify a very simple behavior, so I chose the Fusarium polycephalum to do this, and I chose its phototaxic behavior. So the independent variable in that investigation would have been the different light intensities exposed, that the Fusarium is exposed to. But then I also performed an experiment on how the robot reacted to certain light intensities, and I guess the light intensity would be that independent variable also.
Really interesting. What was your dependent variable?
Well, my dependent variable would be, of course, how the slime mold reacted to the light intensity and how the robot reacts to the light intensity.
What were some methods in your project?
What I did was I subcultured a specimen of the Fusarium polycephalum on a petri dish with 2% non-nutrient agar, and then I exposed that petri dish to a certain light intensity, and then I observed how far the Fusarium migrated, and then I used that behavior to create a graph, and use that graph to then program 4 interconnected microcontrollers inside a decentralized robotic system, and then I observed its phototaxic behavior in a 1 meter by 1 meter environment and the more complex behaviors that arose from the system.
Very cool. What were some conclusions in your project?
Well, I found that the robot displayed many of the more complex behaviors shown by the Fusarium, such as its ability to negotiate obstacles, randomized directional movement, linear expansion at higher light intensities, and branching at low light intensities.
Very interesting. Well, thank you for having you here today, and it was very nice interviewing you.
Sure, I have this for you guys.
All right, thank you. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.